Hi everybody, welcome to Whiskey Mystery. I'm Phil. When we tasted today's on that initial sip at the last episode, I was like, oh, I have an idea what it is. And it's this one. I'm sticking with it. That black box represents my idea. So what are we doing? We are blind tasting bottle number 168, badly written numbers, picked by Peathead. And this one is quite unusual, isn't it? It's got a very distinctive flavour about it. I'm just getting the viscometer ready while we chat. And a little bit of smoke as well, maybe. Let's get this started though. Here we go. Pretty clear, you can see. Is it Islay smoke? Now, yesterday's glass, when I stuck my nose in this, it is super sweet.
Very different.
Timer. For the next 12 minutes, we are going to nose it, taste it, rank it somewhere on the shelf. Is it top 10? Is it even on the shelf? Maybe it's not on the shelf. This was, to me, this was like icing sugar on vanilla sponge cake. Or, I mean, really vanilla ice cream, extremely sweet what's left behind. But
it's different from yesterday's note. I need Turpentine. But today, I'm not getting any Turpentine.
Well, I gave it, I've forgotten what I've called it. What did I call it? Turpentine flower smoke. Now, there is a tiny, it's almost more like char, as if a bit of the sponge cake is burnt underneath. A little bit of char, but it's not like a Laphroaig char. It's very light, dusty wood. So, right, let's pour something. Bubbles, I don't think they were too big, were they? Not so big on the bubble front. But you know, not too bad either. Let's see, 46. Well, it's better than Tomatin's 46. That was a 43. Balvini's 43 is normally good. So I think we are in that 43, 46. It's probably not 48, right? I should have done that one as well. But 48 bubbles, they tend to hang around just that little bit longer. So I don't think it's there. We could...
I just freshly poured and now I'm getting any Turpentine.
Yeah, there is something about it which is... It's almost like spirit alcohol that's been made from flowers.
Very fresh, bright, summery, with honey and flowers.
But it's not. It could be Auchentoshan type of flowers. It's along those lines, I think.
Malt, but not malty. More of a pix.
I think it is malty. It's probably ex-bourbon. I don't think there's any sherry thing going on.
And I've got a bit of nutmeg.
Bit of nutmeg. But it's also eucalyptus oil on top of the malt. It's like eucalyptus malt.
It's what? It's synthetic.
Synthetic? I don't know. I think it's just unusual. Oh, see, here comes that char now. And the char is like a sweet tobacco leaf, but not tobacco smoke. It's like sweet tobacco leaf, but then with wood char.
Yeah, I'm getting more of ice cream vanilla.
It's like
honey and vanilla.
It's like a Hessian rope, wet rope. You know, a traditional thick rope, something like that. Basket weaving.
Right.
You know when people make those fresh baskets and it's kind of still green? Wow. Now, Do we like it?
I like the smell. It's different and nice, but it's very light.
Oh, we've just missed the viscometer. Let me see. Someone will shout up. So it was pretty close. Now, what did I measured earlier? This is coming in again at slightly below average, 105% viscosity compared to Russian standard vodka. So more viscous than vodka, but about 5%. The standard seems to be 106%. 107 is a better, so fairly viscous. Let's go for a watery taste to get us started. Now, I don't think it's that high ABV, but I always like to start with this fully watered down version. Yeah, fresh basket weaving green baskets.
With the flowers in it.
Burning. Someone's burnt a green basket. That little char finish now. I like this really watery start because it really spaces out all of the flavours. Now, full strength on the nose. There is a richer honey kind of note along with that green basket weave now.
It's quite smoky, honey. The basket.
Yeah.
It's smoky.
ABV is not that strong. I'm going to use this as my drop of water. Actually, you didn't get...
No.
Oh, quite prickly. Prickly spice. The finish isn't that long though, is it? The smoke lasts, but the flavour's underneath the smoke.
The finish is pretty sustainable.
I'm trying to think what kind of smoke this reminds me of. I would say it's a dry dust.
Moist.
You say moist. I just said dry.
Dry dust. But I said moist.
Well, how can it be? How can you have moist, dry dust? Well, you can when it's whiskey. I would say it's a bit more... It's more like a Highland peat kind of experience than an Isla. Could it be
it's
like...
almost dirty, but...
It's not as floral as Highland Park peat, though, is it?
It's very different. It's more of a cut stem. Soft. Just a flower. This.
Cut stems.
It's quite delicate. But with a bit of...
Quite delicate.
Burnt.
Yeah, a burnt char. A little harsh at the end, to be fair. I do like it. I like it more because it's unusual.
I like it. I prefer a stronger ABV.
Yeah, you always prefer stronger ABV. Quick look at the picture.
And I measure burnt with a bit.
So the picture, a little flowery, and the spice speckles over the top is pretty strong. Maybe young. I think it could be young because it's quite spirity, isn't it? It's not very new make though, is it?
I am getting all the nice flavors, and it's pretty the finish, so it's not that yeah. About the maybe 10 years. Eat.
Okay. Time for a comparison. Better or worse? Oh, I thought these were going to be quite similar, but this is much greener actually on the nose. That
nicer smell.
Yeah, the nose actually is nicer. I like the palate better. Oh yeah, nice kind of toasted oatmeal finish after.
It is soccer ABV, that's why I like it more.
It's the same ABV.
Oh, I see.
Oh, hang on, I said the same.
I mean,
I presume.
I think it's 46.
I presume this is 46.
I expect it to be 50.
Let's look. I presume this is 46. It is 46. Yes, it is 46. So these are the same ABV.
It's fine. It's similar and yet different.
Hellier's Road.
I liked it.
Okay, look. I'm thinking this is New Zealand Thomson. And the reason I brought this up is because they both use malted barley which are non-standard for Scotland. They're local strains of barley. And now, I presume they're different type, but...
From Australia or
Australia,
New Zealand and that.
New Zealand.
Oh,
So, 3,000 miles apart from each other, probably.
I think it's a local New Zealand barley.
But I thought they both had a similar uniqueness about them. Now, I do prefer the Hellier's.
Because that's of darkness. There is more a floral delegate.
This is stronger ABV. Better or worse?
It is a bit boring, but it's stronger. It's easier to take this. It is stronger ABV.
50. Okay, now if we go back to this.
Very delicate, very thoughtful.
It is a delicate flower by comparison.
I'd rather not have to, again, just because it doesn't have the flavours. I mean, I like it. Oh, I see.
Isle of Barley.
It is because barley do not have the flavour of flowers.
I can smell that Brookladdy thing. It's surprising we haven't had this for a long time. Well, we're almost out of time.
It is good. I like it.
I thought there was going to be more depth of flavour from my memory.
No, but these are more flavours. That is more grainy, more barley.
Right.
Yesterday I also thought of the same thing.
If it is this, though, I think this is extremely young. It might even be below 3 years. I think this is a... Yeah.
Or is this one barley?
6. Oh, time's up. Right. Well, you know where I'm going. Other things that it could be, I thought... We have a couple of Paul Johns. Paul John Bold. Both 46%.
It's too delicate.
Glendalough 13 is also 46%. And then we have a total unknown, Kinahan's 10-year-old, which is 46%. We could look at the spreadsheet. Let's have a quick scroll on the spreadsheet because... That was the chat. Nope. Hit the right button. Obviously, we have a lot in the 46%. I don't think it's Ardbeg. Ben Riach, 17-year-old. Don't think so. I'm looking at the grey ones because they should be smoky. Kilkerran 12. Longrow. There's the Paul John. Springbank. Thomson. Ardbeg 19. Ledaig. Ardbeg. Highland Park. See, I don't think it's...
Nah, it's very smoky finish.
Yeah.
It's very...
I don't think it's Scottish.
No.
And actually, we don't have anything Scottish on the table. I'm going with this. You're going with it as well. Now, in our blind tasting yesterday, I can tell you that I wrote on the back of our envelope, you know, what I thought it was. And while we were doing our homework blind tasting, Deepa said, I think it might be the New Zealand one. So you actually thought independently of me that it was this one as well. But, you know, last week, when we read out the notes of the Ben Rinnis, I said, it's
spot on.
perfect. And then it turned out to be the Craig Ellicky, and the Craig Ellicky notes didn't fit at all. So I was going to say we could read out the notes, but this Thomson is Manuka Wood Smoke Single Malt Progress Report. So it's kind of a work in progress.
You read the first.
We'll do it after. Should we do it now? Okay, should we do it now? Thomson Whisky brings you an update from the barrel. Made from 100% New Zealand grown malted barley, smoked using Manuka wood and distilled through a hand-beaten copper pot still. It's our Manuka smoke release in its youth. This work-in-progress bottle offers natural smoke, cinnamon, clove and Manuka oils.
Perfect first. But it's funny today.
Right, let's go to the chat and see what others think. Are you in agreement or are you on your own path? Where's our chat? There it is. I'll jump up to the top and just see if there's anyone asking us any questions. Falsgraph, by the way, good evening, Phil and Deepa. Yes, hello everybody. Thanks for joining us again. Let's see, Tim's in, Kwame's in, Watchman, Lucas. Is Gigi in as well? Justa Condo's in. Tim's got his computer working again. Greg is in. Nice dress, Deepa, I have to say.
Familia.
It's just a top. But thanks, Greg. Lucas is thinking it could be the Auchentoshan. You know, it did have some of those notes, although that is lower ABV, I think. Right, I'm looking for guesses. Highland Park, Oban 14, Glenkeith, Bruce is guessing. Lucas was thinking Oban 14.
It's not that fiery.
Andrew Miller, I don't recognise your name. Hi, Andrew. Paul John Brilliance, it could be a Paul John. Greg thinking Paul John could be that as well. Hey, Top Shelf Dustin's in. How you doing, Dustin? Enrique 17. Oh, Graham, you're with us on the Manuka from Thomson. Oh, thanks, Aaron. He's giving us the notes on the viscometer. Hakushu 12, Bruce is guessing. Watchman, Glen Scotia 15. Right, let's see. Mood to Move. I knew Phil was going with the Helliers there. It's definitely not Loch Lomond. Definitely sounds like a weird one though. Right, I think we better jump down and get to it. Gigi, where would you put it on the shelf? Good point.
Where will you put on the shelf?
I think it is low on the shelf, but it's on the shelf more because of its uniqueness.
Oh yeah, it's at that flavour. It's not grain anymore.
Oh, I think I'd rather have the Talisker 8 though. The Kilhoman. No, I think it's going to be down at the bottom. Somewhere in here. Now, Laphroaig Carchus is being pushed off the shelf.
I don't mind that.
Oh, okay. Are we ready? Are we ready for the reveal? Oh, hang on.
Oh, I forgot. I thought we got it.
Hang on. I've put it up there.
I forgot.
What if it's not? If it's not, I'm going for Paul John. Right, here we go. Ready for the reveal. We know it's 46%. Now, this is no age statement, and this is no age statement. I think it cost us about $80. Let's see. This one cost $57. Maybe. My memory may not be right. It didn't have to score very high. It is from New Zealand. Come on. Let's have some fireworks. Thomson Manuka Wood Smoke. We bought it at the airport on the way out of New Zealand, I think. And I'm really glad that we did. Here is the bottle. The reason why it jumped out to me last week on the first sip.
Very, very good value for money.
Well, I wonder what it costs now. We bought this. Oh, I haven't actually put the year. 612. But we bought this back in...
3 years ago.
It could be. Actually, I've got my spreadsheet open. It's got to be at least... When did we go to New Zealand? It's funny that we have... the whole year of being locked up from COVID seems to have collapsed our sense of time. So June 2019, we bought it. So it cost us $57. That means it works out at what? Where's our dollars per year? Oh, my little spreadsheet.
For that price,
Oh.
I will buy it again.
Yeah, we don't know the dollars per year. Somebody look up and see what Manuka wood smoke costs now. I wonder if they've released another version since. If this is a work in progress, it could be 3 years old, but it might be younger than that.
But the finish is impressive.
I don't know if New Zealand has the same whiskey rules, because when Kilkerran do a work in progress, it still has to be more than 3 years to be whiskey from Scotland.
Oh.
I'm thinking this is probably the same.
But it's not us.
I said it was a bit harsh at the end, a little bit. Well, let's see who got it. Goldfinger. It's a kiss of death. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Greg, but it sounds funny. Old Farm Show. Thanks for those emojis. Well done, guys. Yes, we actually have got something right. So Graham, I think it was Graham who got it, right? And Soren is saying, congratulations, we nailed it. Yes. Well, it is pretty unique. It is somewhere between Hellier's Road, Auchentoshan, a sort of a Highland smoke, but it's Manuka wood smoke. I know we hear about Manuka honey, but this is the actual wood of the Manuka tree, shrub, bush from New Zealand. Let's see. Please don't put on the shelf because of that. Flavor only. No, unique flavors. It's interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, we do have a lot of uniqueness. So what does it say in the label? Let's see. Just whiskey, not single malt. Are we sure it's sourced from a local New Zealand distillery? No, I believe they... let's see, what does it say? No, it says the same thing that I read out earlier. But I think Thomson Whisky is maybe a very small distillery on a farm.
And it does say that it is a single malt.
Oh yeah, it is single malt, Greg. Yes, thanks, Deepa. Single malt. It just says progress report. I'll have to look it up. I did mean to look up a little bit of information about Thomson, but 1171 Coatesville Riverhead Highway, Riverhead, Auckland, New Zealand. If you want to go and visit. Right, let's see. It's around New Zealand $92, 60 hertz is saying. I'm not sure what the conversion rate is. Harsh, I totally didn't hear Deepa right that time. Sorry, Deepa. I knew you'd never be that crass. I wonder what you thought.
It's not that harsh.
Graham Fraser saying, Deepa can choose wherever she wants. So Graham has given you the choice.
Oh.
83 euros. Okay. Mood to move. Yes, New Zealand has just ratified its whiskey laws. Okay, so it's at least 3 years old. $45 is possible at the moment. Ah, okay.
It's very dusty.
Oh, Deepa's picked something dusty. 60 hertz. I can buy the same barley here in New Zealand and legally make my own version at home. The barley is supplied by New Zealand's biggest maltster, Gladfield. Ah, thanks, 60 hertz.
Wow.
That's right, because you're allowed to distill your own spirit in New Zealand, which is quite unique, isn't it, for the world? Most countries lock that down so they can charge the taxes. Akwami, Manuka Smoke is available on their website for $105. Not sure which kind of dollars.
That's pretty expensive.
No, but if it's their dollars, it's New Zealand dollars.
Oh.
Right. Well, if you get a chance, definitely worth a go if you like a spirit, barley, and a unique smoke-driven experience. Nice. It's very fresh, isn't it? Green baskets. Oh. Oh.
Never.
You said harsh.
Oh. My S is very bad.
Deepest H's. British Sign
I
Language.
pick up that.
Harsh. Okay, let's try again. Harsh. I used to do this. Harsh. Yeah.
Cheers.
Definitely not arse. Cheers. Have you picked something? Oh yeah, here's here. Hang on. Double cheers there.
I get enough that I suppose you do again.
Right. Here we go. Bottle number.
I'm giving it
100.
I'm giving you a trophy.
And 69. Okay, I'm going to say deeper. It does look like an old tape job. We could be back in time here. Although, see the way that tape isn't very well lined up? Although, when I started to notice that there was a bad way of doing the tape, which marked thing as being older, I then started to do new ones with a bad tape job as well, so that I'd be confused. So we really don't know. But it might be a bourbon. We haven't had one for such a long time. No, we are still not in bourbon land.
It's not bourbon.
It is not Big Bubbles. And off you go. Could be smoky. Let's see. Okay, checked out in Malt Whisky Yearbook. It is a distillery founded in 2014, but I was right too, as they started as an indie bottling company. First release in 2018. Ah, there you go, Greg. So yes. Wow, that smells fruity. Yes, great way to explain a word. Deeper's not giving away much. Oh, that is super fruity by comparison. It just shows you how green baskets that one is. Oh, another unique one. Any thoughts? Any immediate thoughts? No. Sweet and green baskets. So you'll have to come back on Thursday. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll probably see you over at Roy's if you catch the Patreon live.
Today.
And we'll be back Thursday to find out what Fruity Baskets is. Right. 60 Hertz. It appears you paid the duty-free price, so it got cheaper. That's true. We would have got it at duty-free. Pre-sniping. Okay. See you all on Thursday. Thanks for watching.